With 16 seconds left on the clock, it looks like the Golden State Warriors botched their play right here. Luckily though, they got this guy to save the day for them. I don't know what's up with the Grizzlies and why they made him mad like that, because here's what he did to them just a couple minutes later. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now official. We got a Jonathan Kuminga situation on our hands. And as much as we want to sleep on him, this 20-year-old kid is proving that he's just a pure beast waiting to be unleashed. I mean, 6'8" with a 6'11" wingspan and 38-inch vertical? This kid can literally destroy anyone on his path with his freakish athleticism alone. Take a look at this one. When JK realized that the Spurs gave him a clear runway on this play, he just exploded to the basket and used his athleticism to contort his body mid-air to finish this one with an extra sauce. Now, his athleticism doesn't stop with his hops, because JK also got some muscles that he can flex around. Check this out. After the ball got deflected, Kuminga didn't give up on this play, and once he recovered, he just powered through underneath before putting the MVP candidate Jason Tatum on a poster. I mean, that was just nasty. Aside from his ridiculous athleticism, here's another part of his game that tends to be overlooked, according to Kendrick Perkins.
I knew he was athletic. I didn't know he was that skilled. He's very skilled for us creating to be able to drive and get to the paint, finishing right and left hand, dunking the ball, finishing through contact.
Just like Big Perk, most people don't think that he's incredibly skilled as well. I mean, here, the Raptors are basically sagging off on Kuminga because they know that he's not that good from three. Well, they got it all wrong. While it's true that Kuminga is still far from being a legit outside threat just like the Splash Brothers, JK has turned out to be a reliable kick-out guy this season, as he's currently hitting 33.3% of his shots from downtown in catch-and-shoot situations. And if this number indicates what's about to come, then it's only a matter of time before he really gets consistent from three-point range. Anyways, the next stuff that I want to talk about in his evolving game is his footwork, and contrary to popular belief that he only knows how to put the ball in by jumping off his 2 feet, you'll be surprised that he can also get crafty if needed. Here, JK started off with a spin, and then he spun once again to go the other way. But when he got stopped, he countered it off with a mini Euro step before finishing nicely with a soft jumper. Now, in this play, JK showcased his handles as he changed direction. Then he went for a drop step and looked at how he made a tough bucket here with his up and under move. While JK can turn it up from 0 to 100 real quick, he can also switch down his gears whenever he wants to. In this fast break situation, the Nets thought he would just explode and go straight to the rim. But check out how he fooled all of them with this smooth Euro step. From the clips that we just saw, it's easy to say that Kuminga has all the tools to become a bona fide all-star in the near future, and another facet of his game that gets frequently talked about is his versatility. His 6'8" frame and insane athletic ability allow him to play the 3 or 4 spot for the Dubs, and if they're gonna go for a small lineup, he can definitely fit right in along with Draymond, Wiggins, Steph, and Clay. I mean, just imagine the damage this version of the Death lineup would cause if the Dubs would use this lethal combination. Anyways, going back to versatility, what's even more surprising about him is that Kuminga already knows how to get his points in multiple ways at this early stage of his career. With his immense size and length, Kuminga can easily create mismatches against small defenders, and in this play, you can see that he just bully-balled his way inside using his sheer strength. Aside from his post play, Kuminga can also be equally devastating if you put him in a pick-and-roll action. After setting up a pick in these 2 consecutive plays, JK just used his raw athleticism here as he glided going to the rim. And in the open court, it's pretty much a done deal if you got JK running on an outlet. Now, if he doesn't have the ball, JK can also make his presence felt by being constantly active on offense. See, after setting a decoy pick right here, he quickly slid inside to finish this one with a thunderous throwdown. Same thing here. When he saw Gordon helping a bit too far, JK went backdoor, which ended up with this highlight play. His ability to do multiple things at the same time is what makes him truly valuable for the Dubs this season, and when Klay Thompson was once asked what makes JK such a special player, here's what he said.
JK is an incredible athlete, incredible two-way player. His ability to play above the rim adds a whole new dimension for our team. He's a future star in this league, and I love competing with him.
Since Klay brought up his two-way tendencies, let's now switch gears and focus on his defense. With his size, long arm reach, and athletic ability, JK can easily become a top 10 defender in the league. With the tools that he has, and as much as he's switchable on offense, he's also extremely versatile on defense, as he can guard both the bigs and guards with ease. Up by 2 with under 30 seconds left in the game, the Dubs put JK against Jordan Clarkson in this play and just watched how he clamped him down by moving his feet until he swatted away his shot. In another crucial defensive sequence, JK locked down Halliburton here as he snatched away the ball from him just like taking candy from a baby. Despite the fact that he's just in his second year right now, Jonathan Kuminga holds his own on D. And in an interview, he reveals his approach as well as his demeanor about competing against the top talents in the league.
I always want to guard people. I mean, it don't matter how fast you are, how small, how quick. I mean, it's just depending on being smart. I mean, you could be stronger than them. You gotta be strong and be smart at the same time, because those quick guys will get you in a lot of foul trouble. But it's a challenge, but I accept the challenge every day I step on the floor. But like I said, I always want to guard the best players on the floor. It don't matter who is it.
His energy and effort on the defensive end are just unrelenting. And what I like most about JK is that he doesn't give up on the play that easily. I mean, take a look at this. After Klay Thompson missed the layup, Kuminga just swooped in out of nowhere to stuff it right back in. Same thing happened here, and regardless of how many players are standing in front of him, JK will always find a way to clean it up. JK's unbelievable motor has allowed him to do these hustle plays. And if that's not enough, check out what he did in this next play.
Kuminga in on Hayes again. He gave ground, got his own rebound, put it up and out, tipped it again. Kuminga one more time, still on the glass. Look at that work!
Kuminga is averaging 9.3 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 1.8 assists right now, while shooting almost 50% from the field and 31% from the three-point range. While that stat line isn't that eye-popping, JK has actually picked up his game as of late, averaging 12.4 points while shooting 60% from the field and 58.3% from 3 in the Warriors' last 5 games. And now, here's another advanced stat that might just convince you that JK is the real deal. In games where he plays 20-plus minutes, Kuminga has been putting up some impressive numbers to the tune of 13.1 points, 4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 0.7 steals, and 0.7 blocks per game. Now, for comparison's sake, Giannis averaged almost the same stat line as JK back when he was 20 years old, averaging 12.7 points, 6.7 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 0.9 steals, and 1 block per game. And do you know who else averaged a similar stat line? Here's a 22-year-old Kawhi Leonard averaging 12.8 points, 6.2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.7 steals. So you see, if we're gonna follow this trend, it's not impossible for JK to become as great or even become better than Giannis or Kawhi with his absurd ceiling. The only thing that prevents JK from achieving his full potential is his limited playing minutes for the Dubs. But this season, we can see that they are letting JK play more, as he now averages almost 20 minutes of playing time per ball game. Despite seeing limited action inside the court, all Kuminga needs to do now is to remain patient and just maximize the time that has been given to him. As an organization that has become synonymous with winning and success, there's no doubt that JK is in the right company with the Dubs, and the privilege of having players like Steph Curry, Klay, and Draymond mentoring him will only make him a better player in the future. He has a total package that has an all-star vibe written all over him, And with this being said, it's only a matter of time before we see Jonathan Kuminga dominate the league.